Welcome, Sagittarius, Capricorn, to your spiritual reading for January. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you and your spiritual readings. Okay. Best message, please, for Sag Cap. Ooh, what we got? We have stepping into power. You are strong beyond your measure and wise leader. You are a beacon for others. Really leading others to the light in a lot of ways. Also feel like you're kind of leading them to water as well. I mean, it kind of feels like if it wasn't for you in a lot of ways, Sag, they would not be able to know where they're really going. There's something kind of hidden and dark within somebody that you're kind of leading to the light, and maybe a little lost. And it just feels like you have to be there to pull everything together. So Spirit is saying, make sure that you are stepping strongly into your power. Make sure that you go beyond the measure, because it's saying you are so powerful and such a strong leader, you know, that people actually look up to you to want to do the things that need to be done. So it's kind of like they don't know where they're going. They may be lost all the time. And so they're always looking up to you to say, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? Just make sure that you continue to step into that power, because it's actually going to be a big thing for you in the near future. If not so now, you might even say, you know what, it's like that now. If it wasn't for me stepping up all the time, we would not get anything done, right? So really stepping into that power for the best situations. It feels like it could be more at work than it is anywhere else. But it could be within the homestead. Maybe, you know, they feel like, you know, you're the peanut butter to the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Without you, we only have jelly, and that sandwich is not sticking together. Right? It is all over the place. So definitely keeping that together. Reveal what needs to be seen. And go wild with the Leo card over here. And that go wild is really what it's, you know, it's like... you know, he's really stepping into that strength one more time. But over here we have the last quarter moon in Scorpio, which is talking about reveal what needs to be seen, which is very interesting underneath the stepping into power, because we have the stepping into power saying you are strong, stronger than you probably realize. So continue to keep going. Even if you're going into the dark, it doesn't matter, because you have a light. You are the light. You're lighting the way. There's some small things that people just don't like to talk about. It says drawing this card suggests there's an issue or situation in your life right now that might not be easy to be spoken, right? Or perhaps you feel that you shouldn't even speak of it, and that's fine. Now is not the time for you to reveal only what you want to be seen. Don't feel the need to discuss anything with anyone. Some matters require discretion. The less codependent you are, the better chance you have of getting what you want. So really with you stepping into power, you're saying, I don't have time for codependency. You know, it's because it feels like with being a wise leader, everybody's so codependent upon you. How can you even ask for anything at this time? Spirit says, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about that right now. You don't need to worry about that. You just keep going. And it's talking about these two forces at play are neither wants to be strong in a good way, and there could be someone who's also very stubborn. So you could see the weakness within the other person, or stubbornness within this other person who you are becoming a wise leader to. And it's saying, that's fine. You know what? Because anything that you have that might need to be said at this time, Spirit says, it's just not time right now. Right? It just doesn't need to be. And you probably know that too. You're just kind of keeping it to yourself as you go strong. Because we can deal with those issues later. Right now, if we don't get this done, we're not going to have any success at all. So within the full moon of Leo, it says go wild. So underneath the wise leader, it says you are the beacon for others, right? It's saying I'm leading you to the light. Man, if it wasn't for me taking the reins, we're not making it nowhere. Because they just don't have the strength that you have right now, Sag Cap. They don't have maybe the intuition, they don't have the knowledge, the strength, however you want to see it. Everybody's story is a little different. You know exactly what's going on with whoever you're leading. Spirit says you need to do this, though, because there are times when your best bet in manifesting and in life is to throw all your cards up in the air. So to speak and see how they fall. As tempting as it might be to try to control the situation, you'll be better off if it's just released and go a little wild. See, that's what they're saying. You don't need to say, well, you know, you're being slow, you're being lazy. Can you pick up the pace? It's just not needed, right? Spirit says, just go wild. It's in your hands. It's going to have to be in your hands. Distance yourself from arrogant people, though. So if they're being too arrogant, even at work, you just be the wise leader, but don't take any of that into consideration at this time, right? The unexpected thing is having fun is one of the most powerful ways of manifesting your desires. So you just enjoy yourself as you're doing so. If somebody else is trying to get on your nerve and it feels like you're leading them to water and they keep drinking all the water and not learning anything, they definitely are not drinking Powerade, right? Or smart water, right? Then you're just like, whatever. You know what? Let's just keep going strong. Because you don't have time for that. You don't have time for the arrogance. You don't have time for the ignorance. You don't have time for the, I wanted to learn this, but I'm not really paying attention, right? You're saying, no, let's just keep going and moving. And that's where it's pretty much saying, keep it to yourself at this time. It's just not going to be worth it at this time. So I just feel like there's something that's going on within your life. I do feel like I said, like for a lot of you, it could be at work where you just don't have time to try to teach them every little thing that they need to know, because it's going to take forever and be a setback. Because why you have celebration coming? There's something that's going to be celebrated. You're looking for the bigger pieces. You're just going to share the love, keep doing what you're doing and saying, fine, let's go. I'll just take you by the reins and let's go. Right? Because you don't seem to really be learning anything, so let's go. Because no matter what, you're still in the knowing. So where, you know what needs to be done. You're intuitive enough to know exactly how you're going to get your what? Well-deserved rewards. So having the celebration, putting in all the love and just letting things go helps you move to where you need to go into that certain direction. Hey, look what it says, teach. If you need to teach them later, then you teach them later, because if they're not actually being taught at this time, or you even feel like, oh man, for some of you it feels like I am teaching them, but it's like they're not learning nothing. Or maybe they want to play the dumb card. Or maybe they're just not picking it up fast enough. And I don't have time to teach them everything. We have a deadline, right? So it just feels like it could be something you're going to move into later. Like, you know what, after this deadline's over, after this is over, we can go back through this and we can do it again, right? Because with the share the love, you're saying, we'll celebrate it now. I will talk to you about this later. Now is not the time. We have growth to do. We have things to do. Sometimes some things are worth not being said, right? And that's kind of what this is saying. It's like sometimes we just need to hold back. Sometimes we just want to go wild. Just do what we need to do. We can speak of these things later. Right? Absolutely. Yes, because there is such an opportunity that's at hand right now. I don't have time for any negative aspects going on. Look, because if you tell them something like, I don't think you're learning this fast enough, you could even cause this rift within what's going on, right? And they already see you as a wise leader because they're like, Sag Cap, help me. And you're like, my God, I've taught you this 5 times. But you're like, well, we don't have time, right? We don't have time for this. So in the near future, it just feels like you can come back to this situation when the perfect timing is here to say, okay, look, then we can do something. But after this comes through, I need this gift first. I need this promotion. I need this to do whatever it's going to do, right? If you guys are selling, stocks and bonds or selling a house or, Maybe you're a realtor teaching someone else, or you're dealing with mortgage or something. You know, I have this big deal that's going through, but I don't have time to go over all the little details because I already did. Maybe, like I said, for some of you, it feels like I already did, but you didn't pick it up. Maybe it's just too much to pick up too fast, right? Or maybe they're just really lost. Who knows, right? Okay, but however it is, this is not the time to get petty. And that's really what they're talking about. You step into the power, be the wise leader you need. There's nothing that needs to be petty about this time. We can't get petty about this. We have rewards coming, right? We'll choose that direction because you got your chariot coming in with the, wow, with the 10 of coins. So you're really just going to step up, be the authority. Here's the wise leader again. Spirit says you are in control of the situation. Doesn't matter if you're the boss, doesn't matter you own your own job. It doesn't matter. You are the person who's holding the ball. And this ball right now cannot get away from you. It is not the time. Right? You are in control of the situation. Okay? And this is where the truth and the justification and the balance is going to come from. Because if you try to get petty with all these situations, oh boy, something bad could happen, right? We don't want anything bad to happen. So really taking that control where it's justified. You're going to be the leader. You're looked up upon. That's the way it is, you know? Even if it gets frustrating, because it's like, can't you guys do something for yourself? Can't you be the lion? Can't you have control? Well, a lot of them can't, guys. Okay, so you're just going to have to wing it and, you know, be the best of the best of the best, even when it gets frustrating. I always say when these kind of situations come, just kind of feel like you're the mama bird. You just got your wing over them and just like, come on, children, let's go, right? Because how else are you going to see it without being frustrated? Because you have to imagine, I'm working with adults. How come they don't get this? Well, perceive it a different way. Then it will really help you, right, along the way to really want to continue to really step up. Okay. Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.